You're very welcome back to the final part of the show. The wonderful chef Erica Drum is giving us some brunch inspiration in the Sixth Kitchen this evening.
Indian eggs, fresh from India. It's a long way to go for an egg, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, God.
It's not sustainable eggs.
It's
not sustainable eggs.
Just think about your carbon footprint before you book the flight, lads. Come on.
Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to start with a little quick pickle. So this is to go on top. In India, they eat quite a lot of pickles with their curries and different dishes. So it's just sliced red onion, equal parts vinegar and water, and a little bit of spices. So I've got mustard seed and chilli there. And literally, at home, I'd do this maybe 15 minutes before I was going to serve it. I was like, I've lost the lid. And this is where we just shake that up. Leaking, great. And leave that be.
Aren't we all to a certain extent, Erica?
Delighted. Aren't we all? Yeah. Some older than others. Okay, so basically, we're going to fry off some onions and tomatoes and stuff and spices. So it's a laughing matter in here. It's not a laughing matter.
That's very serious, of course.
It's very serious.
I'm fully invested, babes. So what's next?
So we're frying onions in what you could use ghee or butter or oil or coconut oil and some chilli, but I'm not chopping it up. I want the heat from it and the flavour from it, but not massively spicy.
Right.
So that's going in for flavour. And then we've got some spices. So the main one being garam masala.
Right.
Which is...
It's a good bit of it there, actually, isn't it?
It's a good bit. That's about 2 teaspoons. And then turmeric, which is going to give it its gorgeous yellow colour. And a little bit of chilli, if we like some spice.
We're making an egg curry.
We are, essentially.
Okay.
And to be honest, it can be used as a brunch dish, but also a dinner dish, or lunch, or anything, really. But the idea is that on Fridays, we can teach people what to inspire people to do brunch themselves at home.
For the weekend.
And something a bit different as well, other than just the plain old scrambled eggs and rashers.
Something that's really important here is to make sure you cook spices because they need to touch off that heat. And the chilli. So the onions need to soften. So as they're doing that, we're going to chop our tomato. I've got 2 going in here. This is served probably about 2 to 3 people maybe. Depends whose house you're in. In my house, probably only serving 1, not me. So I'm going to do 4 eggs. Just chunky bits of tomato. It doesn't matter if you don't do them too small because you want them to kind of mush a little bit.
Yeah.
For want of a better word.
Mush.
Mush.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
Learned it, I like it.
Absolutely,
Mush
totally
away.
technical. And then ginger and garlic is going in as well. So really is an Indian curry eggs. It's called Adana Burji.
Yeah, and there's no point kind of sitting here going, well, if you don't like spice, Bucky, because this is just a spicy dish. It's like have scrambled eggs.
Yes, but it's not spicy as in blow your head off. It's spicy flavour.
Flavours, yeah.
So garam masala is known not to be an absolutely rocket fuel hot one. It's more about flavour. Lots of garlic. You know me, I love my garlic. That's going in there. And as it reduces, we'll let it just, what did I say earlier? Smush.
Mush.
Mush the
smush.
tomatoes.
Oh, you're changing the terms now, Eric.
Sorry.
I don't know what's happening.
So we're going to do scrambled eggs. I always like to mix them. Remember we did this last week. Crack your eggs into a bowl first. Because if you go straight in there, shell goes in, nightmare, and you're picking it all out. So crack them first, twist them up here, and we'll go into the heat. Now, you said earlier it takes you, what, 35, 40 minutes to make scrambled eggs?
Well, yeah, there's issues with the first 5 batches. You know what I mean?
If you slow scramble your eggs over a low heat, you'll get much creamier.
You got to go very, very slow.
How much are you going to judge me when I make scrambled eggs, I mix it with milk?
I don't think that's a big deal.
Tiny little drop.
Right?
Yeah. I usually go for a full-fat milk if I'm putting it in the eggs.
Oh, yeah.
This is pretty much...
Tiny drop.
I wouldn't put a tiny drop in now. It'd be...
Mostly milk.
a lot of milk. Yeah.
So this
I get people looking at me going, I'm not getting those.
Or cream. We could go wild.
Oh.
Cream as well. It's really good.
Cream, yeah.
So this would be served...
Insane. It looks absolutely glorious.
In India, you'd have this with a roti, which is just a flat bread, or a chapati, or a pav, which is a really puffy bread. But I'm kind of bringing it home with some sourdough because we're all obsessed with it these days. So onto your toast. As I said, it could be dinner served with rice as well. It'd be really nice.
My word.
And
the
veggie
smell.
meal. But you can add in lots of bits if you have courgettes or something.
What would you add in?
I do, like you can make it really veggie. Courgettes, spinach, scallions.
So again, it's one of those things that you're not going to be afraid. Whatever in the fridge, you might just chuck in.
Yeah, I love those fridge emptiers. I actually forgot to season it. We'll just do a tiny bit of salt. And then I'm going to put a little bit of yogurt with lime on it. I think I'm just there,
Spicy
am I?
omelette, an Indian omelette kind of vibe then. Whatever
You
you've
could
got.
do that.
We're obviously vegetarians, so we're always looking for different options for. This would definitely work. With some eggs.
So this is kind of a cooler, right?
Yeah?
And then we've got a crispy bit, which I always like to add, which is some toasted pumpkin seeds. Not quite Indian, but look, we went a little wild.
For the
And
sourdough is in there. You're just, you know,
Yeah.
it's fusion.
Yeah, it's fusion.
Fusion.
And then we've got more drizzling pickled red onion. So they can be radishes or anything you like, quick pickle, and you get that kind of sour.
Whatever you like. Fantastic. You can find the whole thing on our website.
Thank you.
Google 6 Eats is the first result for you there.